Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's office is now finally admitting what a KXAN investigation first revealed nearly 2 years ago. Staffing problems have led to a backlog of crime victims waiting for help.
As KXAN investigator Matt Grant reports now, a new legislative change is in the works to address discrepancies we first uncovered.
A violent robbery.
I just remember hearing running footsteps behind me.
At this Austin grocery store,
I was flying through the air and then landed down on the pavement.
Still haunts Terry Reager.
And I looked up to see a guy running away with my purse.
3.5 years later.
What's going through your mind at that moment?
I just couldn't believe it happened to me.
At 70 years old, the scars are physical.
I had hit so hard on the ground that it jammed my wrist and my elbow.
And lasting.
I'm still working with this therapist. I was diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, and depression.
We were trying to get money to get diapers and stuff because our daughter was running out.
Her accused attacker confessed to the still open case.
I grabbed the purse and started running. I remember hearing her screaming like, ow, ow. Yeah, I felt bad because it's an old person, you know.
Also admitting to multiple other purse snatchings, getting less than $20, and for one armed robbery in Bastrop, more than 20 years in prison.
I should have just went to church.
Could you please update me on the status of this? I've not received any correspondence, phone calls, emails, or anything.
In January, Reager applied to Texas's Crime Victims Compensation Fund for help with chiropractor bills, therapy visits, and lost wages. She says she was told,
"You should be prepared to wait up to 6 months for your claim to be reviewed."
Her application denied, appealed, and complicated, she says, because she's self-employed.
I said, "Oh, okay. So if I had a W-2, I would be good to go." And she said, "Yep."
What do you think about that?
I can't say it on camera. So it's a bunch of BS. Yeah, that's just stupid. It shows how inadequate the system is.
New data we obtained shows Reager isn't alone. In April, victim claims took 238 days on average to pay out, a near all-time high. Paxton's office, which manages the fund and its disbursements, now blames the backlog on something we first uncovered 2 years ago, staffing shortages, but says that's successfully resolved, claiming to lawmakers in February payments were going out in less than 60 days.
No, they aren't. That's just not true.
Ready? Okay. We first revealed the data discrepancy last year. Whistleblowers tell us the skewed data stems from Paxton's office averaging in rape kit exam reimbursements, which are paid within days directly to hospitals, not victims or their loved ones. Now lawmakers are taking action. According to these interim charges, the Texas House Committee on Appropriations is directed to look at the Crime Victims Fund and its performance. Austin Democratic Representative Donna Howard sits on that committee and tells KXAN in a statement, "It is deeply concerning and disappointing to know that the Attorney General's office has continued to fail to meet the goals of the program," adding, "I look forward to working with my colleagues to find solutions ahead of next session."
Well, I've got my chiropractor bills here.
Howard calls Reager's experience unacceptable. We reached out to the AG's office, and while we didn't hear back, she finally did.
Give me a break.
After we started asking questions, she says her chiropractor bills were finally approved.
It shows claim status approved.
For everything else, it's still a wait.
Victims don't need to be re-traumatized.
If anyone from the Attorney General's office is watching this, what would you want to say to them?
They can do better. They can do way better.
We want to know what the AG's office is doing to help victims of violent crime in Central Texas. But for the past 10 months, Paxton's office has repeatedly ignored our requests for comment by email, phone, and in person, something we've shared with lawmakers who have oversight over the program's budget. At the Capitol, Matt Grant, KXAN investigates.
This is an issue Matt's been tracking for 2 years now, and our coverage even led to a new state law. You can catch up now on our complete reporting. We have a link in this story in the investigative section of KXAN.com.